on the computer so you guys can see. 5.3 number 28. Okay, 5.3 number 28. Anyone? Yeah, do ask me any questions you have. So 5.2, 5.3, and 5.4 online homework due on Monday, midnight. I just want to point out that 5.5 and 9.1, your online homework for those will due on Thursday, the same next week. Okay, so next week you got 3 homework due on Monday, and then you got 2 homework due on Thursday. So make sure you guys do those homework. The reason why that I put those homework together like this is because your final is on next Friday, which is the August 14, and it starts at noon. Okay, your final is at August 14 and it starts at noon. Then it's due. Your final due date is on Saturday, August 15 at noon. So so that's the reason why that when you guys the reason why I'm giving you homework for 5 homework due next week is because of your final is next Friday. So it does include 5.5 and 9.1. So your final include 4.1, 4.2, and then 5.1 till 5.5, and then 9.1. So your finals include 4.1, 4.2, 5.1 to 5.5, and then 9.1. I haven't set up the test, the final yet. So I didn't know. Abimbola, can you change your name again? I don't know who is you. Can you change Abimbola? Can you change your name to? I don't know who you are. So so that's why next week is kind of like a really you have to watch what you're doing here. So so make sure you guys do the that's 5 homework due, 3 due on Monday, 2 due on Thursday, finals on on Friday, August 14 at noon, and it due on Saturday, August 15 at noon. And then the final includes chapter 4 and chapter 5, 4.1, 4.2, 5.1 to 5.5, and 9.1. Questions so far with the scheduling that we have right now, because that's the schedule that we will be having for last week here. And anyone have anyone have any homework questions for me? I know someone asked me, Kenna Ware asked me 5.3 number 28, which is perfect. Anyone have any questions for me on your online homework? So let's take a look at your 5.3 then. Okay, we'll share. If you have questions, let me know. 5.3, and then we're still doing 5.3. Question number 28. Okay, so yep, we're gonna definitely do this together. This is 5.3. And yes, this kind of questions is coming up in your finals on next Friday. So please pay attention. This question number 28 is coming up in your finals. So so this question is asking us to do log B10. Given that log B2 is this, log B3 is that, and log B5 is that, and you need your answer in 4 decimal place. So so the question gives us 2, 3, and 5. Can someone tell me multiplying 2 of these give me 10? So which one give me 10? 2, 3, and 5 when you multiply. This is easy. So what times what is 10? Easy enough to say that. Anyone? This is easy. So 2 times 5, yes. So 2 times 5. And then the properties of log, if you remember, if they are multiplied, you can separate them by adding. So in this case, we can separate this because they are multiplying. So you get log B2 plus log B5 because 2 times 5 is, you can add separate those two up using the properties, and then we can use the log B2. Log B2 in this case is approximately 0.3562 plus log B5 in this case is approximately 0.8271. And then what you do is you just use your calculator and add those two numbers up. So 0.3562 plus 0.8271. So it's 1.1833. So this one is 1.1833. So it's not that difficult. You just need to figure out 10 is 2 times 5. So you got log 2 plus log 5, and then you add these two numbers up. Okay. I want you guys to try to do question number 29 now. My question 29. Everyone, please do it. I told you this is in your test, right? In your finals on Friday. So make sure, that's why I want you guys to do it. Log B35, 3/5. I want you guys to do this. Please do question 29. This is on 5.3 here. Yep, private chat me, private message me on what is your answer in this case. Oh my God, I got all these things pop up. 29. This is not difficult, and it's coming up in your test. And it's the same thing. Oh, this, yep, log B2 is this, log B3 is that, and log B5 is that. This is easy. This is not tough. Anyone? So only 13 people show up today in class. Where's the rest of them? Only half of you show up today. No, that is not correct. Kind of way, it's not wrong. It's wrong. Your answer is wrong. Forget, this is division, not multiplication. That is wrong. Kind of where? What happens to my class today? Josh, how you guys get those numbers? No, that is wrong. Both of you are wrong. Josh and Caraway is wrong. Don't forget, when you multiply. Oh, no, that is wrong, Elijah. That is not how you do it. That is wrong. When you divide, you have to do something with it. Yes. Hannah, make sure you private message me that you don't divide. Nope, that is not right. You don't divide. You have to do something. See, last time when you multiply here, we don't multiply. What we do, we add here. Now it's division time. Yes, so I want you guys to, yep, make sure. And don't forget, log B3 is this, and log B, Hannah, you have to subtract for me. Don't give me, so what Hannah type, Hong Lee type in your test, don't type it like that. Don't write your answer like this. I want it in, you take out your calculator and subtract this. Yes, don't write that. If you get that, you won't get full points. So again, when you, so I just want to go over some properties here so you guys can remember it. So when you multiply, you add. When you divide, you subtract. When you have a power up front, you can you have a power, you can bring the power to the front. So this is the 3 very important properties of log that we'll be using here in this case. So this is gonna be log B, and this is divide. Divide in this case is subtract. It's it's like exponents. Remember last time in exponents, when you multiply, you add the exponents. When you divide, you subtract. So this is the same thing. You subtract that. Log B3 minus log B5. So you have to subtract it, not divide it. So that's why if you give me the, yep, Karanaway is right. If you give me the 0.6826, that is going to be wrong. Okay. So what you need to do is log B3 in this case is 0.5646, and then you subtract with 0.82771. So you're subtracting these two numbers. And that will give me a negative 0.2656. Yes, Karanaway, you're correct. Okay, so this is how we do question number 29 here. Next, we have to do question number 30. That's why I told you all these questions is coming out in your test finals on next week, which is good. We start from the this one and then we'll go back up after that. Log B30, log B square of 5. All right, I want everyone here to pay attention. How do we do question number 30? Pay attention. So what we need to do here in this case is this square root. So as you guys remember, square root is the same thing as power of half. So if I want to do log B square root of 5, this is the same thing as log B5 to the power of 1/2. Okay, so what you do next is, because we have a power, so the power property says that if you have a power, you can bring the power to the front. So what do I do with this power 1/2? I can bring this power 1/2 to the front. So what I have is 1/2 of log B5. And then after that, I replace log B5 with what they have. So the 1/2 is still up front, and log B5 is actually 0.8271. So what you need to do here is you just take half of that. So 0.8271 divided by 2, half of this, you will get 0.4136. You guys all right here? Do you guys know how to do this? You guys know how to do this? Question 30. Now I want you to do this one on your own. I'm going to change this. Let's change this question. I change it to be more difficult one. All right, so on question, I want you to try this on your own and then private message me. Same thing, but the question now is log B cube root of 3. I want you guys to do this question based on this log B2, log B3, and log B5. What is log B cube root of 3? Private message me. I want everyone to private message me what is your answer here. Private message me. And class, don't forget that in your test, I want to see work. Yes, no, you're wrong, Jackson. Is cube is 3. Jackson, that is wrong. Okay, and make sure that don't in the test, make sure you send I need to see work, okay? And I will show you the work here. So don't just give me the answer here. Yes, that is correct, Josh. Josh is correct. And this is that's why I do this very slowly with you guys, so that because this is in your test, not 9. No 9. Pasi, that is completely wrong. This is in your test on Friday. Not tomorrow, but next week. Josh is correct. This is power of 3. Power of 3 is the same thing as 1/3. Yes, that is correct, Huang. Hannah, you got it right. Don't forget, square root of 3 is the power of 1/3. Okay, don't forget. Yes, Pasi, and you have to give me the answer because log B3 is this number. Do you see this? Log B3 is this number. So now you have to put that into it. You're not done yet, Pasi. So in the test, I do not want you to, oh, this answer is 0. The correct answer is 0.159. But in a test, if you give me this in your test, I give you 0. Although the answer is correct, you will get 0. Yeah, as I told you, I want to see work. So in the test, I want to see work. Yes, kind of where that is correct. Not one. Hannah, it's not 0.159. You're wrong. Sorry. Hannah, you're wrong. The correct answer in this case should be 0.1882. And again, in your finals, if you just give me like this, I won't give you correct. I will still give you wrong. I mean, this is a correct answer, but it's I want to see work. So how do you show me work here? So first thing what you need to do here is you have to convert this to the power of 1/3. Because cube root is 1/3 to the power. And then you bring the 1/3 up front. So you got 1/3 log B3. And what is log B3? Log B3 is given us by 0.5646, which is what you guys tell me, 0.1882. You guys with me how you do this? So those students who didn't know how to do this or got it wrong, make sure you understand this. I don't know how many times I told you it's going to come up in your test. All right, next. The next one is the next question 31. Log B, so please pay attention. Those students, I don't know. So what we do with question number 31, again, log B2, log B3, and log B5 is given here. So they give us log B5b to the power of -2. So what we need to do first is this -2, you can bring it up front. Okay, and then this is multiply. So what we know about multiply is you can change this to become addition. So what we have here is -2. You will get log B5 plus log BB. So this will become addition. The -2 is still outside. So now we can use the approximation. So log B5 is given us by 0.8271 plus, this one still have parentheses and this one is -2. Can someone tell me what is log BB is? Anyone know what is? This is very important. What is log BB is? Yes, it's 1. Very good. The rule is right here. Okay. So this is a rule. So log BB in this case is 1. So in this case, you have to add this one because orders of operation you have to add. So 0.827 plus 1, you will get 1.8271. And you multiplying this with -2. So that will give us 1.8271 times -2 is -3.6542. So this is your answer for this case. Now I want you guys to try this question. Log b over 6 to the power of, let's say, 3. This is 6. This is 6. This is hard. Super tough. This is extremely tough. And if you want the properties, the rules are given us over here. These are the properties of the rules. Log b over 6 to the power of 3. Yep, private message me. This is super tough. Sorry, let me. I have so many window screens, you have no idea. Jackson, you are quick. I haven't even started my work yet. Gosh, you are quick. I haven't. Josh, Jackson, give me a second. You are way too fast. Nope, wrong, Jackson, you're wrong. Possible, that is completely wrong. It's not, I don't know how you get 15. I have no idea how you get 15. How do you get 15 and 9 possible? That is so wrong. Yep, Jackson, that is wrong too. Your answer is positive number. Your answer is a positive number. Yep. This is a very difficult one. Again, you're using log B2 is this, log B3 is that, and log B5 is this. So this is fixed. In a test, I would change a little bit, so different numbers. Yep. Yes, Josh is correct. Whew, I got someone who knows how to do this. Yes. Josh is correct. I got a bigger eraser. Oh my God. Mary, you are wrong. You forget to do something with the 3. You got it right. You forget to do something with the 3, I believe. Elijah, that is wrong. Good try. See, class, you just give me your answer. That's why in your test, you have to show me a lot of work. And I want to tell you again, in your finals, if you just give me your answer without showing work, I'll give you 0. Because I know a lot of you do that in your midterms. That this is my answer, 0.1882 like this, and I give you 0 this time. So make sure you show me work. This one has a lot of work here. It's not just Josh got it right. Yeah, Hannah, you need to give me what's going on here. It's log B over this one. This is a question. Kiana West, this is a question. You see the question? It's right here. Hannah, you have to tell me what is the final answer is. What is log B6? Do we have log B6 in Here, we only got log B2, log B3, and log B5. We don't have log B6. Josh, get it right. The only person right now is right is Josh. All right, we're gonna do this together. So this is the question, log B over 6 power 3. So the first thing you need to do here is this power, you bring it up front. This power we have, we bring it up front. So the 3 log B. Now, I can do two things at one time. This is division. So division means we have to subtract. So I subtract log BB minus log B6. Unfortunately, if you look at this number, we only provide you 2, 3, and 5. I didn't provide you 6. Okay, so you have to figure out what times what is 6. So 6 is what? Anyone know what times what is 6? It will be 2 times 3. Yes, you have to use 2 times 3. And do we know 2? Do we know 3? Yes, because we know log B2 and log B3 giving you a number. So this will give me 3. Now the log BB will give me 1, like what we just did last time, minus, now this one, because it's a multiply, it's gonna be add. So you got log B2 plus log B3. This is a 3, sorry. Okay, because 2 times 3 is 6, so you add them up. And by looking at the answer we have, log B2 is 0.3562. And log B3 is 0.5646. So you're gonna add these two because orders of operation says you have to do the parentheses first. So you have to add these two numbers and then subtract it from 1. So if you add these two numbers and subtract from 1, you will get 0.0792. And then after that, you have to multiply this by 3 because the 3 is still there. And if you multiply this by 3, you will get 0.2376. So that's how we get the answer. This is 0.2376. 0.2376 is your answer in this case. Tough? Yes. It's coming up in your test. That's why I'm saying that. All right. So next we're going to talk about is how do we do something else with this. So we have to expand this. Okay. So okay, so we're gonna expand something. So this is calling us to expand. So expand means to make it longer. So that means like this case is very easy. What we do here is this is multiply. So the rule says that if you are multiplying, we have to add. So when you expand this, this will become log 3. Where's my log button? Log 313. Make sure you put it inside the parentheses. Plus log 3z. So this is how we expand this answer here. And that's your answer. So again, it's very similar. What we just did is if you see multiply, you add. This one, you have the 8. So that 8 go up front. So in this case, you will get 8 ln, let's see if that's ln symbol. Yep, ln x plus 8 ln y. Why there's 2 8s in this case is because this 8 is being multiplied or distributed to your x and y. And since this is multiply, we add in this case. So can someone try to do number 24 for me? What is ln cube root of t? We did this before. What is ln cube root of t? Anyone? Number 24. ln cube root of t. Yes, that is correct, Karen aware. So, so because the cube root is to the power of 1/3, and yep, and then you bring the 1/3 up front. Yep, so you guys got it right. So it's 1/3 ln t. That is correct. Okay. This one is kind of the same thing. This is division. Again, class, there is no property for adding and subtracting. So for this case, you have ln x squared minus 1. So you cannot do anything with the x squared minus 1 because you cannot do it. That's adding and subtracting. There's no property. Minus with ln x, and then the 9 that you see there will become the power. Bring it down. So this will become a subtraction. The 9 will bring it down, become 9 ln x. So this is how we do this question. And do not distribute your ln x squared minus 1. Okay. Same thing with this one. This one is a little bit hard here. So in order for us to do question number 26, what you need to do here is you have to do ln x4 over y5, and they're all to the power of 1/2. Okay, so the square root here is 1/2. So you can use the property of exponents. You can multiply this half inside. So what you have in this case is ln x squared over by y over 2. Because half times 4 is 2, and then 5 times half is 5/2. And then what you need to do next here is division. So what you do is you subtract it. So you make this as 2. And then all this power, you move it up front. So your answer in this case is 2 ln x minus 5 over 2 ln y. Okay. So this is not, I mean, mostly what you guys did here is very similar to what you did just now with the log 2 and log 3. This is just mostly like this. But the other one is where you have to substitute your log and your ln inside. Okay. So this is how we do this 5.3 section. So we will continue with 5.4. What is 5.4 in this case is what we call as exponents and log equations. So we have equations now. That means everything is equations. So you have to solve every equations. So, so every time when you solve an exponential equation, you don't need to check your answer. Okay. Every time when you solve exponent equation, you don't need to check it. The reason why is because the domain for this is always all real numbers. Okay. However, if you want to solve log equation, you have to check for extraneous solution because your domain for log is not all real numbers. So how do we check? This is just for log or ln. Okay, don't forget, this is log or ln. Okay, how do you check? It's very easy. Once you get your answer, make sure that the log inside the argument cannot be negative or it cannot be 0. Okay, so make sure that when you guys check it, plug it back into your x. Make sure that every single log inside there cannot be negative or it cannot be 0. Same thing with ln. Okay, so like this first page, you see they all are exponents. So you do not need to check your answer. But this one is log, you have to check it. So once you hit the log ones like this, you have to check. And how do we check is, let's say you find this answer, you plug it back into here and see if your answer is positive or not. Like this, when you plug 100/3 into your z, it's a positive number, so that is good. I'll give you another value like this one. When you get two answers, when you plug this number inside here, this negative will be good because will make him negative. So that's why this is rejected. Okay, so this is what we call as extraneous solution. So we'll go through some examples. So if you how can we do how do we solve equations? There are two ways to solve it. One way is using what we call as a one-to-one property. A one-to-one property can only exist if your base is the same. Okay, if you have the same base, you can do it. Okay, so make sure you guys know that it must have to be in the same base. Okay, so if you have the same base, you can use one-to-one property. Like question number 1, the base is the same, you can use a one-to-one property. If your base is different, then we use the inverse property. What is inverse property? Inverse property means that you have to move the base. Okay, so inverse property means you move the base, or you log both sides. Sometimes you say log both sides. Okay, so you move the base or you log both sides. So I'll give you some example what we're gonna do here. So in your homework, so you will see 5.4 homework. What does it looks like? 5.4. Okay. So so don't forget you got 3 homework due this Monday, 525354. So for example is question 4. Now question 4 is good because it is already you can tell that these two can be in base 3. Okay, so these two can be in base 3. So you can tell that 1/3. Can someone tell me 1/3 is 3 to the power of what? Anyone know 1/3 is 3 to the power of? Anyone? 3, 1/3. And then 27 is also 3. They're all in the same base here. Anyone know? Like last time, the example that I have here, sorry, is 1/2. 1/2 is 2 to the power of -1. So can someone tell me what is 1/3 here is? 3 to the power of, yep, so it's -1 x. Okay, but 27 is not 2. 27 is what? 3 to the power of 3, yes. So now they are the same base, so x in this case is what? -3. Okay, so this is the answer for question 4 using the same base. Now, if you do not want to use that same base, that is also another way to do this, is because this is exponents. So the opposite of exponents is log. So we will log both sides. And then what happens to your x? You bring it to the front. Remember this property, if you have power, you can bring it out front. So then what you do is, I want to solve for x, so I divide both sides with this, log of 1/3. So if you take out your calculator, log 27 divided by log 1/3, you will get -3. So there are two ways for us to solve it for this kind of question. And in the test, as I told you, as long as you show me the work and the answer is the same answer as the correct answer, that is correct. Okay, so exponents, we log both sides. What happens when you have log or ln in this case? So how do we do this question? Is you do the opposite. So what is the opposite of ln? Okay, this is something you need to know. So if you have exponents, we log it, log both sides. If you have log, you exponents it both sides. But what happens when you have ln? You don't, what is the opposite of ln? You raise it to the power of e. Okay, so for this case, when you have ln, you raise both sides to the power of e, and the ln and the e will cancel. So what you left in this case is e to the power of -2. And then you use your calculator to do this. E to the power of -2. So -2, and then you e it. So this is your answer. No, this is not your answer. Like, not like this calculator. To the power of -2. There you go. So the answer in this case is 0 point something. This is your answer in this case. Okay. So your answer in this case is 0.135. I want you guys to go ahead and do question number 6. Log x equals to -2. Log x equals to -2. So last time we used ln, we e both sides. If you have log, what is the base of this log? That is the exponents you have to do. So this is base. If like here, there's no base. Anyone know what base is it? If I say log x, this is base 10. Yes, this is base 10. So what do we do here is we power to the 10 both sides. So this 10 and log 10 will cancel out. So take out your calculator and figure out what is 10 to the power of -2. This is easy. Yep. Yep, 0.01. This is correct. Okay. Now, if you like question number 9, if you have, again, class, please watch it if I didn't go through it. We don't have time to go through every single question here. So watch it. So if you have any number next to your exponents or your log or anything, get rid of it. How do we get rid of this? Is we divide this by 5. Like solving. So 87 divided by 5 is 17.4. Now this is exponents. That's an E, exponents. What do you do? What is the opposite of exponents? E. If you have E, what is the opposite of E? Yes, ln. So we will ln both sides. And the ln and the E will cancel. So what you do is you just ln 17.4 in your calculator, and you will get this number, 2.8 something. Okay, so when you have E, we ln both sides. When you have ln, we E both sides. When you have power, depends on the base. Okay, so for example, is question number 10. How do we do question 10? We got 6x plus 9 equals to 43. So this is exponents, so we need to get rid. So we always want to make this exponent by itself. Last time I divide 5, this time I subtract 9. So 6x in this case, 43 subtract 9 is 34. Okay. So what we do is we don't have e we ln, so now we log both sides. If you have numbers, we log. And then this x, you move up front. Remember, when you can only move your variable or power up front if you have a log or ln in front. Otherwise, you cannot simply move. You can, oh, let's move this x. You can if you have to log it. Okay. And then what you do next is you divide both sides by log 6. So your answer in this case is log 34 over log 6, and then use your calculator to figure out. You guys doing all right here so far with this kind of questions? Okay, they are not difficult. You just need to spend some time on it. Okay, so we're gonna do more difficult one like number 14. Okay, so I'm going through some difficult one. This is super tough. You won't get 14 in your test. You'll probably get like 13. 5, 4, 6 minus 2x plus 14 equals to 49. So what we need to do is, this is your exponents here. So we have to make this by itself. So how do we make it by itself is to get rid of this 5 and 14. So this equation looks like 5x plus 14 equals to 49. So how do we solve this kind of equation? First, we subtract 14, right? And then after that, we divide this by 5. So what I have in this case will be 4. 6 minus 2x is equals to, now you do some math work here. 49 subtracted by 14, and then divided by 5, that gives me 7. Since this number is 4, so you log both sides. And when you log both sides, this whole thing, you bring it down. 6 minus 2x. And you can ln both sides too if you want to. Okay, like last time, I divide this with log 4. I divide with log 4 because you'll be going there. But now you got 6 minus 2x. So what you do here is I will subtract 6. I only need to solve for x. So I have to subtract 6 to get rid of this. And then to get rid of the negative 2, I divide by 2. So you need to, this is your answer in this case. So you use your calculator. So what I need to do is log 7 divided by log 4 first. So log 7 divided by log 4. And then minus 6. And then divide by negative 2. So this is 2 point something, 2.3, something like that. So this is your answer in this case. Make sure how many decimal place they want. They want 3 decimals place. So it's 2.298. Okay. So this is 3 decimal place. So so this is how we do this kind of questions in question 14. Okay. So last one is 15. This is all exponents we are doing here. So that's why we didn't check your answer. So how do we do question number 15 is you have to use substitution. How do I know this one you have to use substitution in this case? Is because of you got this e2x and ex. This, if you have this, this is where the substitutions comes in. Okay, so you don't see that, you don't see the e2x and ex on every single question. This one is the same, same base. You can cancel the e and you solve your exponent. But number 15 is where you got the e2x and ex. So you're gonna let m or whatever variable you pick to become ex. So m squared will become e2x. Because when you square both sides, you will get m squared. So this new equation that you get will become m squared minus 5m plus 6 equals to 0. So this will change to m, and then this will change to m squared. And now you can factor this follow-up. And the factor in this case is m and m, so like m squared. 6, you will use 3 and 2, and negative because this will become -5. So m in this case will give me 3, and m in this case will give me 2. But we are not solving for m, we're solving for x. So what you do is you resubstitute back into your m. So your m in this case is e to the x equals to 3, e to the x equals to 2. And that means you have to solve this twice. So how do we solve this one? Is to get rid of e, I ln both sides. So the ln and e will cancel. You get x equals to ln 3. This one, the same thing. I ln both sides. The ln and e will cancel out. You will get ln 2. So what you need to do is take out your calculator and figure out what is ln 3 and ln 2. And that's your answer. So majority of what you did so far here is all exponents. So that's why we didn't check your answer. Now we will do what we call as log. So log, you have to check your answer. And if your answer is rejected, you will have no solution. So you have to type no solution. So for this question number 16, does anyone know how to do number 16? We just did this before. So if you have log ln, what is the opposite of ln? 16 has ln, e, yes. So you e both sides. And e and ln will cancel. So what you get is e to the power of -2. And then use your calculator to figure it out. Easy, right? 17. Now, I do not like this way. I reverse it. ln 9x equals to 2.8. So I just reverse that. So what do we do first here is the same thing as number 16. Get rid of the ln. So we e both sides. Yep. So next, and then you take e to the power of 2.8. And then how do we get rid of this 9? We just divide this by 9. So you just do your calculator. What is e to the power of 2.8? And then after that, divide by 9. So your answer will came out to be 1 point something, 1.827. You guys doing okay so far here? Okay. Next, we have to check your answer. Don't forget, this time we have to check your answer. We want to check this is, so what you do is you plug this 1.827 back into this x. Does that make him positive? Put 1.827 into your x. Is this ln make him positive? Yes or no? Put 1.827 into here, x. Does that make him positive? 9 times 1.827, that is definitely a positive. So that means this number is checked. I want you guys to try to do number 18 now. Log 4z equals to 2. Do question number 18. Log 4z equals to 2. And again, what is this base again? If there's no number, what base is this? Base 10, yes. So last time, ln is a base e, log e, so we e both sides. So this one, you need to do something, yep. I want you guys to figure out what is answer for z in this case. This is also easy. Yep, Matt, that's good. Make sure next time you private message me. So what do we do in this case is because it's a base 10, so we raise both to the 10. So the log 10 and the 10 will cancel. So you got 4z equals to 100 because 10 squared is 100. Divided by 4, this will give me 25. And then you have to check your answer. How do you check your answer? Is plug 25 inside your z here. And 4 times 25 is 100, which is a positive. So this is checked in this case. So this is how we check your answer in this case. Okay. I want everyone here to attendance time. So make sure you type in present here. Okay, attendance time. We'll do 19. 1 minus 6. Yep, make sure you type in present. Monday, I might be 5 minutes late. So please, when you come to my class on Monday, please, I might be I got a doctor appointment, so I might be coming back home a bit late. So if I'm 5 minutes late, just hold on. Just don't, oh, David is not here at 1:30, leave. No, just give me 5 minutes because I'm driving, depends on traffic. So so make sure that just stay on. If I might be 5 minutes late, depends on traffic. So question 19. So a lot of students do this in question number 19. 1 minus 6 is -5. ln x equals to 12. And then you do whatever you do next. This is wrong. Do not do this in your test or your homework because orders of operation, adding and subtracting come last. So you do not do that. So whatever you're doing here is wrong. So what you need to do? Anyone know what to do here? Yes, you subtract 1. Very good. So when you subtract 1, you got 11, but you still have a -6 up front. And what you need to do next is divide this by -6. Does anyone here know what power should we take? What power do we need to pick to get rid of the ln? ln, what's the power we have to take to get rid of it? You guys know this? Yep. So you e both sides and then put this in your calculator and that will be your answer. Okay. Now, sometimes in the test, I want exact solution. What is exact solution? Exact solution is this. That means before you put in your calculator. So every time that before you put in calculation is called exact solution. And then once you put in the calculator, what you have, this is called the approximation solution. So in a test, usually I want exact. In this, they want approximate. That's why your answer here is all in approximation here. Okay. Now I'm going to do 21. 21 is the most common mistake students do in 21. This is, pay attention here. This is also coming up in your test on your finals. A lot of students do this on question 21. Oh, I see ln, I see ln, and I see ln. What do I do here is I cancel all my ln. I take this. Oh, they all have ln. Cancel, cancel, cancel. And then look at that. I can solve this equation now. If you do this, you get 0 in your test. Okay. So make sure you guys pay attention here. Don't cancel your ln. You get wrong. So what you do here is you try to condense it into single log. Okay. In order for us to log like e both sides or 10, you have to have condensed it into single log. This is already single because it's only 1. This is not single. So we have to condense this into single ln. Since it is subtraction, remember last time in 5.3, if it's subtraction, should we multiply or should we divide? If you have subtraction. When you subtract, should we multiply or should we divide? What do we do with this subtraction? We have to divide. So what you do here is you take the x minus 3 divided by x plus 3. And then you got the ln x plus 9 here. Now these are single ln. Now you can cancel your ln. This is correct. What you left is fraction, x plus 9. Now, because this is x plus 3, I will multiply it to here, x plus 3 equals to x minus 3. So what I do here is I multiply this x plus 3 to that side. So I have to FOIL this and make this equal to 0. So what do I have here is x squared plus 12x plus 27. And then I have to subtract x to get rid of this x. And this is a 3, right? So I have to add 3 here. So this becomes 0. So I'm trying to make this become 0. So I got x squared plus 11x plus 30. Now you need to factor this below. So 30, can I factor this? 6 and 5. Yeah, 6 and 5. That works, right? What happens if you cannot factor this? Let's say there's no common factor that goes into here. And then you have to reject then you have to use quadratic formula. Okay, so if you cannot factor this, you have to use quadratic formula. So 6 and 5 work. So x in this case is -6. And x in this case is -5. Okay. Now a lot of students say, oh, that's it. That's my answer. I am done. Move on. You will get wrong in your test. Everything is correct. Everything you do here is correct. This is wrong. Anyone here know why this is wrong? Yes, this is very important. This is a lot of students get this wrong. Anyone know why this is wrong? Anyone? This is because, no, not because of it. Yep. Kind of partly because you forget to check your answer. This is the most important part that a lot of students forget to do in your test. So what you do is you plug -6 into your x, or your x. Does that make him negative? Well, this one doesn't make negative, right? Because -6 plus 9 is 3. But this 2 will make him negative. So this is actually what we call as rejected. We call this as the extraneous solution. And then you do the same thing for -5. If you put -5 here, you find out these 2 become negative. This is also reject. So this 2 answer is rejected. So your answer in this case will be no solution. Okay. What happens if this is rejected, but this is accept? I mean, this is not checking. This is no check. Then your answer is just -5. Okay, so depends on how many is check and how many is reject. So this is one of the mistake that a lot of students forget is to check it. So this is actually is no solution case. Okay, you guys doing all right here with this? I would go for the last one in this case, which is number 23. Question number 23 is where you begin to do also very tough. Log 7x plus log 7x plus 6 equals to log 7x plus 24. Now, a lot of students, again, what they do is, oh, they all log 7. I can cancel and cancel and cancel. 0 point. And then you do, oh, x plus 6 equals to x. Then you do x plus 6 equals to x plus 24. And then you solve for x, 0. That's what you get. Okay. Do not do this. Why you cannot do this is because of this is not single log. So you have to write this as one single log. Can someone tell me what happens when you add? What kind of operation you do when you write in a single log when you add them? Last time subtract, we divide. So now when you add, you multiply. So you take this, multiply with that. And this is already single log, so you just rewrite this. So now since they are all single log, then you can cancel this. This is correct. So what you need to do is you have to distribute this. X squared plus 6x equals to x plus 24. And then what you need to do is you have to make this equals to 0. So I subtract x and I subtract 24. So I will get x squared minus 5x minus 24. So can someone tell me what is the factor for this case? What is the factor for this case? X, what are the factors that you will get negative 24? You guys should know this. Eight and 3, which one is positive and which one is negative? Not both of them are positive. 8 and 3 is correct, but one of them has to be plus, one of them has to be minus. 8 has to be minus and 3 has to be plus. So then you set them equals to 0, you get x equals to 8 and x equals to negative 3. Again, class, if you leave your answer like this, you get 1 point off in your test. Okay, you get 1 point off in your test. So why you get 1 point off in your test? You should know this. You did it just now. Why you don't get full point here? Because of what? Again, if you put 8 and negative 3 here, they will mark you wrong. Now we know. Yep. Why? Anyone? Anyone? Why they mark you wrong? Yes, you need to check. So I want you guys to check. Tell me which one of this is rejected. 8 is rejected or negative 3 is rejected? Which one is rejected? Yep, you have to check. Plug it back in your x and see. You do not want them to become negative and you do not want them to become 0. So which one of these two numbers is rejected? 8 or negative 3? Anyone? Yep. Amaka, that's correct. This is rejected because when you put negative 3 inside, they make him negative. So your answer in this case is just 8. So make sure you guys, and a lot of students simply, oh, David, does that mean that if your answer is negative, I reject it? The answer is no, not negative answer, you reject it. 8 is wrong? Let me check why 8 is wrong. Oh, this is a positive 5, my bad. This is a positive 5. So negative, so this is a positive 8 and a negative 3. My bad. Now is my mistake. So x in this case is negative 8 and x in this case is 3. So can someone tell me, if you check, which one is rejected? Which one is rejected in this case? Sorry, this is my boo-boo. My bad. So anyone know which one is rejected here? Negative 8 or 3? So plug in here and which one will make him negative? So we are rejecting. Come on, you guys. You guys sleeping? Which one are you going to reject? Gosh. You guys still there? I know. I'm asking which one you're rejecting here. Asking for. So negative 8 is rejected. So your answer in this case is 3. So this is 3 in this case. All right. So that's it for today. So If you have any questions, please let me know. So I'm gonna stop sharing. So you do have 3 sections of homework due on Monday, which will be 5-1, 5-2, 5-3, 5-4. And then you got 2 more, 5-5 and 9-1, which is due on Thursday. So next week you got 5 online homework, 3 due on Monday, 2 due on Thursday. Your final is on next Friday, the August 14th at noon. And you got till Saturday, the August 15th at noon to do it. And your finals consist of chapter 4 and chapter 5. So does anyone here have any questions for me? If you have questions, you may stay. If you don't have questions, you may go. I'm gonna